Good morning and welcome to our daily devotion. Our theme for today is put away old self. Put away old self. And our text is taken from Ephesians chapter 4 verse 20 to 24. Ephesians chapter 4 verse 20 to 24. But you did not so learn Christ, assuming that you have really heard him and been taught by him. As truth is in Jesus, he is embodied and personified in truth. Strip yourselves of your former nature. Put off and discard your old, renewed self, which characterized your previous manner of life and becomes corrupt through lust and desires that spring from delusion. And be constantly renewed in the spirit of your mind, having a fresh mental and spiritual attitude, and put on the new nature, the regenerate self, created in God's image, godlike, in true righteousness and holiness. Amen. This morning, we are being told to put away the old self, because we are now a new creation. When we put the old self away, it means we are allowing Christ to fill us with the Spirit. What does the old self desire? What are some of the things that the old self desire? It says that the old self desires things of the flesh. As a new creation, as a child of God, we need to desire the things of the Spirit. What are some of the things that the flesh desires? As we are told in the word in Ephesians chapter 4 verse 22, it becomes corrupt through lust and desires that spring from delusion. It desires things of immoral. It desires things of filthiness. It desires sin. It sees sin to be a normal thing. And these are the things that pushes us away from Christ. Sin is something that drives us away from Christ. And when we come to Christ, we need to put the old self away. It wouldn't take a day. It is a journey that we should be able to take with Christ by our side. And when we put away the old flesh, we are to bear the fruit of the Spirit, because the new life is the life that is led by the Spirit of God. Amen. Therefore, if we are a new creation, we need to bear the things of the Spirit. We need to bear the fruit of the Spirit. That is peace, love, kindness, humility, long-suffering. The old self will not be able to bear all these things. And we can only do that. We can only bear the fruit of the Spirit. And we can only walk in newness and put away the old flesh when we are constantly renewed, as it is said in Ephesians chapter 4 verse 23, that we should be constantly renewed in the spirit of our mind. That is, having a fresh mental and spiritual attitude. A fresh mental. Remember that the old things are past and gone, and the new is here now. Therefore, we don't need to go back. We don't need to look back. Just as a songwriter said, I have decided to follow Jesus, no turning back. When you accept Christ, the world is behind you and the cross is before you. We should always desire to walk towards the cross, work towards our salvation, and not to go back to the world. Whenever we go back to the world, it means we are allowing the old flesh to take control of our lives, but as a new creation. That is what we should always remember. We should remember that now we are a new creation. We are living a transformed life through Jesus Christ. Therefore, we must bear the fruit of the Spirit. And we can only do that when we renew our mind. I pray that the Spirit of God will constantly remind us and help us to renew our minds so we can bear the fruit of the Spirit. Amen.